So what's Abuja Book Club all about, and what is the inspiration behind the kind of books that the kids read at your book club? What also makes the book club different, and your sponsors and all of that?
Okay, the Abuja Children's Book Club is a not so big, great book club. It's just a place where we gather children, try to imbibe the reading culture in them, to make them have that feel that we used to have, the books we used to read when we were much younger.
Okay.
And even though we are open to other options, foreign books, local books, we just want them to have that idea, that happiness, the passion for reading. I want them to start young. So we have two classes. We have classes for the younger children from 5 to 8, and then we have 8 to 12. Yes, so we teach them how to read. We all read books together, we review books. We spent most of last year reading classics, the books we read when we were younger, Without a Silver Spoon, The Bottled Leopard, all those books that have begun to fade out, and we don't believe that they should.
They should be.
Yes. So we spend time reading them, and then this year we've been moving towards foreign books and all. Now, what makes Abuja Children's Book Club different? We do not just try to effect change through reading. We also try to make these children know that life in Nigeria can be better. So we have corporate social bodies, civil societies bring their interventions to the children to make them know that things can work, things will work. It just depends on the perspective that we see it from. That's how we met PPDC and DC. So yes, teaching them about safer internet and so on and so forth.
Okay, so talking about safer internet, what actually aroused your interest for kids online safety, and how did you get to partner with DC? Tell us about that.
Okay, first we know that children from the ages of 3 now, they have gadgets.
True.
It's different from when the old, I won't say the old days, but the 90s, when you don't have a phone till you are about 18 or 19. Now, from like 4 years old, you already have an Android device. And so we see most of our kids with big phones, and they are going on internet. So we thought about it that there's not much a parent can do, except apart from parental supervision and stuff like that. There's not much except these children actually know that this is what you stand to lose when you fall into wrong hands on the internet, and this is what you stand to gain when you are safe on the internet. So when we spoke to PPDC, we actually were open to almost all their interventions. We wanted to know a lot about what they do, and they wanted them to talk to the children about it's general about making life better in Nigeria, about making the future better, and this is the best time to start from the younger children. Yeah, so we heard about their safer internet program. I just felt it's perfect. It's perfect. Most of these kids have phones, and we need people to talk to them to make them know how to be safe on the internet, because it's everything.
Yes.
That day I even learned. I learned a lot about how the internet doesn't forget, and just imagine from their age now, they on the internet you fall prey to a lot of dangerous things, pedophiles and so on and so on. So we just it was a perfect fit. It was a perfect fit to say the least.
Okay, so how do you promote online safety in your book club?
Well, first of all, we invited DC to come and promote online safety for us. So now the children spent almost an hour learning about how to be safe on the internet. You will hear from them now what they learned.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, we learned a lot about safe internet, and not just the children. We the coordinators too. That day I learned something about not just switching my location on all the time before I'm being traced all around here. So apart from that, we also took time to talk to their parents through our WhatsApp platform, because all the parents are on one WhatsApp platform, and we talked to them about parental supervision on the internet. Yes, what are the passwords of your systems and stuff like that. Yes, so that though most of the assignments now they tell them to go and Google it, and they have to Google it and bring and get the assignments from the internet. So if you try to make the parents understand that, hope you heard what your children said. They came from a book club today, and have you listened to them? Have you asked them what they learned? Do you know what we are telling them? Are you going to effect those changes and stuff like that? So we are making a move here.
Okay, so let's talk about this impact. They're learning. I mean, how has the online safety training? How has it impacted the kids so far? I mean, since you're partnering with DC, and this is what they're going through, the impact. Can you talk about that?
We are. First of all, apart from the fact that we hear from them what they learned, we are still, it's a process. We are monitoring it, yes. I know of a truth that most of them went home and told their kids, their moms, that mommy, switch off your location, no, don't let, yes, mommy, I'm so, and they told them that when something happens, just report to your parent or your teacher. Yes, immediately something odd happens, report to your parents or your teachers. Now, we are not an online based book club. We actually
Physical,
so the internet part of it has to do with them, their assignments, their schoolwork. It's really, we don't relate to the kids online. Yes, we just the impact we want to make on them is all round. That is why we are even broaching it. So the job is majorly on their parents. Yes, and that is what we have done. We have impacted. We have told the parents, look, see what you should do, see what you should do. We've told the children, see what you should do, see what you should do. That is the part that we've done. We expect that the parents too will add their own quota, yes, and we'll meet to have safe internet for all the children.
Alright, interesting. So what other activities apart from maybe reading books do you have planned out for the kids this year?
Well, we have excursions. It's like I said, it's an all-round package. Yes, it's an all-round package. Trying to make because apart from schoolwork, we see most of these children, they just go home, come back to school, go home. Apart from maybe their holidays, they travel maybe to the village, or the ones that are particularly have well-to-do parents can travel abroad. But we also have excursions to open their minds up to the city around. Just last week we took them to an internally displaced persons camp, an IDP camp, so that they can feel the way love should be. Yes, appreciate what they where they are. Yes, and then try to understand that there are people that are not as privileged as they are now. Yes, so we do that. We have excursions during their holidays from school. Yes, and I've told you about the interventions. We bring civil societies to bring their interventions to them so that they can have an idea of how Nigeria should be, because we realize that it is now. Most of the adults have already formed their minds. So I can imagine bringing youths now, telling them, oh, do this, do that, do this, and they tell you, excuse me, I've been there, I've graduated, and I don't have a job. Nigeria is not just working, but right now they are the hope, they are the future. So we are trying to make them know that things are actually working. There are people that are working to make things work, and they can be part of that change that we are trying to effect. Okay, so
let's tell Abuja parents who want their kids to be part of your book club, the process of becoming a member, because I'm sure parents want to have their children be a part of the club.
Okay, that will be connected to our sponsors. We have two major sponsors right now. The Thought Pyramid Art Gallery in Wusetu, and then Case Pastries. Yeah, so if anybody wants to be part of the book club, the person will have to visit us on one of our meeting days. Now we meet twice a month. So every other Saturday in the month we meet in the book club, so that children have time to read the book, absorb the book, understand it, and then we have time to sit down and review it. So in Thought Pyramid Art Gallery, Wusetu, a very great place by the way. we meet there. So anywhere else, we have to. We usually prefer that the parent comes first and sees the setting, watches, so that we don't have those issues of we don't know how you meet. We want you to come, stay for a session. Just watch how we treat your kids, how we take care of your kids, do you understand? And then from there you can discuss with us.
We have Clarissa. I got Clarissa's name. You are Salma Ishai. Salma, and you are Jordan. Okay, so let's talk about online safety. What are the benefits of using the internet? Who want to answer that?
On the internet, we research for educational words and things we read in books that we want to know about, and we use the internet to communicate with family relatives globally, anywhere in the world.
Okay.
We also use the internet to know more about what we don't know, and to get in touch with friends and family friends and loved ones.
Okay, so aside your book and school stuff, you also use it to socialize, right? Interesting. So how often do you go on the internet, and what kind of information do you normally source when you go on the internet?
I go on the internet almost every day.
Okay.
Daily basis to research different things, different words I don't know, different recipes I learn. Like for different things I don't know at all. Like if you hear a new word, you don't know the word, you can go and research it. Or if you hear a new thing, to make sure it's true, you go and search it.
That's interesting. And has that been helpful?
Yes.
Okay, so that's quite positive to hear. So when you are online, how much of your personal data do you provide, and what are personal information, and why do we need to keep them safe? So that's talking about the safety thing on the internet. You want to answer that, John?
Not much of my personal details keep online. And say the question again.
I said, when you are online, how much of your personal data do you provide? Let's
Not
start with
much.
that. Do you give your personal data out?
No.
You don't do that.
Yes.
Okay. Well, why don't you do that?
For safety reasons.
Okay.
So, like in case of if you put them online, like some people could track you down and do hurtful things to your family or you.
Okay, that's interesting. Why do we need to keep our personal data safe? Why do you think it's important?
We need to keep our personal data safe, so we don't get robbed and duped online. We don't get hacked, and people don't steal from us. Like your PIN to your ATM card. You have to keep those things to yourself. You have to keep them confidential because they are personal and only you can use them. Only you have to use them.
Interesting. These are kids talking seriously. I mean, already they know the importance of safety on the internet, and that's all kudos there to DC, who have actually taken the time to impact this knowledge on the kids. But lastly, before I let you guys go, what advice do you have for your peers on how to stay safe online? Do you want to give any advice to your fellow mates out there who just use the internet without considering safety and all of that? What do you want to say to them?
You should try and check in with your parents before you have to let your peers know. They should check in with their parents to make sure their location is switched off and not all their personal details are given.
And don't chat with a person online you don't know.
Nice. Jordan, you want to add to that?
And don't download anything or transfer anything without your parents or
Approval.
guardians' permission.
Don't reply to cyber bullies.
Okay, that's very, very pertinent, because I know this bullying thing is becoming very rampant these days, and people use or hide behind the internet to do that. Chidima, you guys are doing a great job. You want to say anything more about this discussion?
Yeah,
You
so
know,
it was really interesting when they came to us, when they reached out to us for this, because previous years we've only focused on the teens, between the ages of 12 and 18. So this year we decided that no, the younger ones are also on the internet, so we should make it open to everyone.
Everybody.
So this year they are actually the first set of kids that we've trained, and it's been amazing.
Really amazing. I must commend you guys. I mean,
Really,
for
the
them to
things
talk
they
at this
know,
level.
yes, they know a lot. That's just one thing that parents don't know. Their kids know more than they do, and the earlier that they start having conversation with them about their online safety, the better for everyone.
Yeah, you don't just buy a
And give it
gadget
to
and fling
them.
it at them and just think that they're going to do what is right. I mean,
they mix up with other kids.
Exactly.
So you don't know the kind of things that they do while using them. There are a lot of
Exactly.
opportunities. There are a
I
lot of
saw
benefits.
this video and it was so scary. I was scared. A 12-year-old child actually carried a tab and she videoed herself while she put a noose around her neck and stuff like that. That's because she got bullied. A lot of nasty things were said to her on
And she didn't know how to
yeah,
manage it.
not in this climate though, but I mean things like this are beginning to creep in. So
Yes.
how do you prevent your kids from contacting these things if you don't educate them? And I think it's a wonderful job you guys are doing. Amazing job. I'm so glad that this is happening. So parents out there, I mean, this is a great opportunity for you. I mean, but is it just restricted to the book club, or you provide
No,
this kind
so
of...
yes, so we go to schools.
Okay.
We train students in primary school, in secondary school, in small community, in book clubs, even parents. We train parents because parents have a bigger role to play.
Indeed.
So we train parents, school counselors, we train every particular person that is a guidance to a child. We train them.
It's amazing, and this is an initiative of PPDC. If you think they're just all about following the money and all of that, well, this is another aspect of the Public and Private Development Center. They sponsor these things, that they ensure that they also teach kids, which they're doing, to stay safe on the internet. And so it's quite an amazing initiative there on the side of PPDC, alongside, of course, the book club that these kids come from and are actually telling us their experiences. Well, if you want to contribute, you want to ask any questions, if you're a parent, you're concerned, you want your child to join this book club, or you also want to talk to the PPDC about this initiative that they're carrying on. DC, what's the full meaning again?
Digital inclusion and safer internet.
Digital inclusion and safer internet. You might want to ask questions now. Like they said, and rightly so, it behoves on the parents. The bulk of the work is with you, because they can only be taught so much, but you have the time to monitor your kids to ensure that these things are actually work for your kids. So let's hear from you. Let's hear your feedback this morning on 0946000951 and 08095974869 and 0803-1230293. Okay, you can also dial the smart number, which is 0.
Yes. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, well, good morning to you.
Welcome.
Yes, my name is Willis. I'm calling from Bavaria.
Welcome. Go on.
Yes. Yes, I think I really like what, the young folks, are doing. It's really encouraging, and, it's a good thing. It's the way forward, to, trying to put our, kids in the right direction. And it's a coincidence that, I'm writing a book and it's almost done. It's on computer and information, technology. So I would like to, get their contact. Maybe when the book is published, I'll be able to, donate, maybe one to them, or, just at least contribute what they are doing.
All right. Thank you so much. Just listen, the contacts and all will be given just before they go, at the end of the show, right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much. Already someone is reaching out to the Abuja Book Club to donate the book. I'm sure you accept donations and all of that.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. 0946000951 and 08095974869. We expect that lots of parents would want to reach out, would want to make contributions in this, because this is very, very important. Well, basically, if you're just tuning in, this is Budeshi on 95.1 Nigeria Info. And like we know, we have the DC team of the PPDC, an arm that, of course, takes care of digital information and safety on the internet. Now, they were invited by the Abuja Book Club to train the kids on online safety, and they are right here with us in the studio today, testifying about the great work that the DC team has done alongside these kids who you heard their voices talking about what they've learned, and also the need for you as a parent to also join in and be a part of this if you want to. Schools can invite the DC team, because that's what they're out for, to train children, not just teenagers, but also kids from as young as how old?
For there's the 5 to 8, and then there's 8 to 12.
Okay, so as young as that, you can always cause your child to be a part of that and also benefit. But as to for your contacts, let's get your contact.
Okay, to be able to reach us for better understanding of what we do, kindly call us on 090-305-94468. I'll call that again, 090-305-94468. And also we are on social media, and every single day there's always a post going out, and you can also reach us and have a conversation on some of the posts that we always push out. So for Twitter, we our names are at DC _Nigeria and Safer Internet NG. So we have two handles on Twitter, at DC _Nigeria and Safer Internet NG. For Instagram is also the same name, DISI, which is DC_Nigeria and also Safer Internet NG. For Facebook, our names are DC in Nigeria and Safer Internet in Nigeria. And also our email address is DC Nigeria, I'll spell it out, DISINIGR DISINIGR@gmail.com.
Okay. All right. So those are the contacts, social media, and also if you want to contact the DC team, please go ahead. Feel free to do that at any time, and I'm sure they're going to respond to you. But what about the Abuja Book Club
Yes, you can. We're actually on Instagram, and that's our major platform on social media at AC, because it's Abuja Children's Book Club. It's AC Book Club on Instagram at AC Book Club. Then you can call our number 0816 45 66711. 0816 45 66711 for more information.
All right. Well, you want to add anything to
Yes, and for our training, there's something that I skip, which is one of the most important thing.
Okay.
Our training is with no cost. So it's completely
Absolutely
free. It's with no cost. So please reach out. We are available, and we are readily available. Reach out to us.
So if for example, the people want to invite the DC team to come train their children on safety on the internet, I mean, do they have to do it like via the school, or can they even do that at a personal level or something?
So because we would like not a big crowd, but a certain number of kids. So yes, we don't really do individual training. We do a group training. So we would appreciate, even if it's not from school, but I'm sure your friends have friends who have friends, so you can group them together. And of course, we have venue. If you don't have any venue, where we can invite them and we'll train them.
All right. Ade from Kubwa, I think your question has been answered. You said, how can one be a part of the book club as a volunteer?
Okay, just call our number 0816 45 66 711. We can discuss it.
Let me take it easy, slowly again.
Okay, 0816 45 66 711.
Okay. Of course, Stephen from Kubwa says, good morning. I'm happy to hear about this, and I wish to say that majority of kids will be reached in places like Kubwa, Zuba, Wawalada, because their children are more on internet, upon to internet dangers, or more open. I guess that's what you wanted to say. He said it is indeed a nice one and will help our society. Indeed, it will go a long, long way. When we have a more safer, secure internet, then it saves us the trouble of so much that is going on in society. Like the kids mentioned, even ATM fraud, a whole lot. Identity theft. I mean, if you know how to use the internet very safely, it saves us the stress of all of that. But we'd like to say thank you so much to the Public-Private Development Center for this initiative, training the children on the use of the internet in a safe way. Thank you so much for what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Clarissa, Tara,
Salma,
and Jordan, you guys are doing a fantastic job. Well done, right? Continue what you're doing, and ensure that you teach other kids in case they don't get to know about this. Maybe you can help also extend the message so that it reaches out that far. Thank you to the coordinator.
Thank you
We
very much.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. So, you want to say anything finally?
So the internet never forgives or forgets. Your dream job can collapse on the floor because you posted something wrong that you weren't supposed to post and isn't kind or necessary to anybody. So we have to be careful on what we post. It doesn't forgive or forget. You might delete it on your own website, but other people
It remains.
always have it. Yes, it remains. So you have to keep it in your mind that you always post things that are necessary.
Interesting. A word is enough for the wise. Thank you so much once again for coming over. And that's how it's been this week on Budeshi, expanding the frontiers, doing so many wonderful things there by the PPDC. We'll take a quick break and then we'll come back and go on with the podcast. Stay tuned.